welcome to another video, and these are just a couple speed paints. I've posted them as shorts before. I just haven't had a lot of time because school's starting back up, but I really like these drawings. The first one is of Sam. I figured these would be like the official character art. I think it's of Sam. Oh yeah, I started with a different sketch. I kind of forgot. And then I redo the whole thing. Okay. I didn't really record these, screen record them because I just kind of didn't think of it when I was drawing them. I was like, I'm going to draw my character, and then I just kind of didn't think anything beyond that. Anyways, I figured I would talk about the ominous show, Percy Jackson. I really like it. I really like the siren scene. I don't know, it was really freaking cool. I only have one complaint, and it's about Athena. I think the actress played her really well I guess it was like the sirens, so we don't really know what Athena's character is going to actually be like, but she had the presence, and I really liked that. But I hate the yellow. Is that just me? I don't know. I mean, it's not really my place to be like, oh my gosh, just because it might be a personal take, but I hate the yellow. I like the gold. But gold and yellow are two different things, okay? Maybe they're the same thing to you guys, but they are two different things. Maybe it's just because of Epic the Musical, where I'm like, it's blue. But honestly, or even red. I don't know. There's just something about bright yellow that I don't like. Like, it looks good on the actress, but it doesn't give Athena. Anyway, that's just my personal take. I also loved the sirens. I loved the design. It's not something I expected. But yeah, I haven't really talked about the Percy Jackson show, even though it's like the only thing I'm watching other than like Friends and Family Guy, and yeah. But I really like it, honestly. I think a lot of people are like, well, it was supposed to be like a super book adaptation, to be like super accurate to the books, and it's like, yeah, but also, when you only have 8 episodes, you kind of have to pick and choose what. Like, I think it should be super accurate to the books, and I think that would be really, really cool to see on screen. But also the other part of me is like, yeah, but I think the spirit of the books and capturing the spirit of like the story is more important than capturing specific events. I think maybe that's just my opinion, but I just think the spirit is so much more important. And if you capture the spirit with different events, I think like it's not going to be the best. Like, obviously you want to see like the events, but at the same time, honestly, it could be a lot worse. It could not capture the spirit and give us the feeling of, oh, this is Percy Jackson. I don't know, maybe that's just my opinion. But I really like the show. I like seeing it reimagined. Personally, I see the show and the book universes are two different universes, but they're like parallel, so they have the same characters, but they're just like two different universes, and so things play out slightly differently. And I think that's really cool. I am rereading Sea of Monsters while I watch the show, just cause I think it's fun. And that's what makes me think like I don't really have any real complaints, as I'm reading the book along with the show, and it seems to be pretty good. So that's my opinion. This next character, I mean, you guys know her. You guys love her. She's she's Quinn. We love her. I love her character design. But yeah, this is probably my favorite one of these 3 pictures because I love her a lot and she's really cute and she's my baby. But yeah, that's the first thing that I want to talk about is like, that's my opinion. They're 2 parallel universes and we love them both. Yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about. And do you want to know another book adaptation that I would love to see? The Ascendance trilogy. Facts. 1, if it was done in a Pirates of the Caribbean style, it would be a really freaking cool, even though technically most of it's on land. I think if it was done in that style of that style of storytelling, I think it would be really cool, and yeah, that would be really cool. 2, if it was done well, like in a Pirates of the Caribbean style TV show or movie, I think that it would really capture the spirit of, like, especially since, maybe it's just because there's pirates in the story, but I think that it would come off really well, and that movie would be more popular than the books. 3, we just love Jaren a lot, and he's really chill. 4, I think there's no magic, so there wouldn't be any crazy type of CGI that could go wrong and look stupid. It's all basically kind of natural things that you could honestly just do real sets with and just touch up with CGI, and that would still be really cool, and we would love that. It would be beautiful. But also, there have been a lot of other movies that technically could be done the same way that have been absolute crap, but that's not the point. It could be done well, and it should be done well, and it would be really, really cool to see. The only thing, and this goes along with Percy Jackson too, is the narration is kind of one of the most fun parts. It's what makes the books really, really fun to read, because they both have this sass and this type of just like this quality to the reading that makes it so good, that I think you'd have to find another way to incorporate both in the TV show of Percy Jackson and if we did an adaptation of the Ascendant Trilogy. They're very similar characters, and most of that comes out through the narration style of the books. And I love that. It's what makes both Percy Jackson and the Ascendant Trilogy really fun to read. One of them has magic, one of them doesn't, and we love that for it. 3. Are we like 4? It's fine. I didn't actually have another reason. I was going to come up with one on the spot, but I couldn't think of anything, so it's fine. Either way, I think those are very good reasons of why it would do really well if you adapted it. Also, it would be literally one original story finally coming to, like, whether it's Disney Plus or Hulu or Amazon Prime or whatever had it. Especially if it was movies going to the box office and going into theater, I would pay to see that. Well, theaters are extremely expensive, but I might be willing to see it if I was rich, okay? That's like a really cool thing that I would love to see. Anyways, is there any books that you guys would like to see? I could name off a few. I think Five Kingdoms would do really well as an animated series. Same with Fablehaven. But I feel like those would be rated PG-13, not PG like the books. Honestly, kind of same with Percy Jackson, but maybe that's just me. I think, let's see, what else? Obviously, they should do Heroes of Olympus, like that's just kind of a given. Let's see, what else? But yeah, you comment what books you guys would like to see adapted, or even just like books you like. I don't know, I'm taking recommendations. But yeah, I guess some cute little rom-coms from like different romance books would also be really, really cool to see, just because we don't get a lot of those other than like Hallmark movies, which at this point are basically a joke because they're all the same. But like, maybe I'm just not in the right spot to see all the ads for all the rom-coms that are coming out, but like, I think that would be really cute to see some of the more popular books that are today, like Red, White, and Royal Blue, things like that. That would be a really cool adaptation to a movie. Anyway, that's my little rant for the day. Well, I guess not really a rant, just something I'm talking about. And let me know down below what books you guys would like to see, and you guys have a good one.